Well, I can see you is having fun there. And just before the opening of Fuerza Bruta, the production was kind enough to clear the stage. So you could have an exclusive one-on-one with creator and artistic director Diqui James. Let's find out what inspired the man behind this indescribably spectacular show.
Diqui, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us. You just arrived yesterday.
Yes, I am a little dizzy, but I am very excited to be here in Beijing.
In previous interviews you've done, you said that this is not a show or a performance, it's a celebration.
We don't use seats. You can just stand and you can move around, you can dance, you can be part of the show. We don't use a stage because we are in the walls, in the roof, between you. And the feeling you get out from the show is like of happiness, of celebration.
And audience participation is integral to the show. Why is it so important?
It's like when you are in the street and something happens. Maybe you feel that it happens to you. You are part of that because you can be part of it. You can go and if there is a car accident, you can go and participate and help or not, or you can run away, or So it's that feeling that you are part of what is going on because you can change it. You can go and touch it. You can go and dance.
There's a strong improv aspect to the show. Does that mean that the show changes from each performance?
Yeah, well, it changes a lot because of the audience, because of the country we go, or the city we go. And there is a lot of things that are very precise because of a technical aspect and safety, that sometimes there is a lot of things involved in the same action. But the performer has a lot of improvisation in the middle of that game. They know when they have to do exactly the same thing every night, but then they have some parts of the show where they can play more with the people.
What does Fuerza Bruta mean?
Well, it means the fuerza is like power, and bruta is like it's like brute force or raw force, It's like something raw.
So it's unedited before it goes through whatever filters you have.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to shout Fuerza Bruta when I get out, for example, in school, when you have the break and you can go out to play. It was something that I feel like it's a liberation thing because, and I wanted to find out a word that is before language. What happens to you when you have a desire, because there is an impulse before you think about that or before you put words of what is going on with you. So I think the show is before words, it's before thinking.
And the discussion after the show would be different between person to person.
It's nice to listen to the conversations because also the interpretation of what they have just lived is very different between people. What I like is the energy of the people when they get out, when you see the smiles in their faces, when they want to go party.
Very pierces the human soul. Yeah, let's put it poetically.
I thought it was, the theater Broadway show. People are on stage and then some people appear, but they come and talk to you, interact with you, and then boxes just start appearing, and they're like, yeah, it was just amazing.
I thought it would be Cirque du Soleil on young steroids, but it was far beyond that. If I had to come up with one word, I would say exhilarating.
How did you come up with this concept?
For me, I am since I was really young, I love carnival. For me, people in the street having fun and all together, this street feeling of festive feeling, like in a carnival or in a festivity, where everybody is together, kids, old people, young people, different type of people.
Why is it important to bring this to China?
I used to buy books about the story of China with a lot of pictures, and I love the differences. So to bring the show to a place like China that is culturally so different from where I grew up in Argentina, it's very emotional in a way. It's like maybe I go out in the street and I cannot understand one sign, or I cannot say a word, and people is very different. The food, the way, I don't know, the way we grow up in a very different environment. But suddenly here in the show, we understand everybody so well. It's the other side of the world. If you go further from Argentina to China, if I try to go further, I start to come back.
So how is this production a reflection of Argentinian culture?
We are a little bit crazy when we, for example, when we are very happy, we like to break things. It sounds silly, but...
What kind of things?
I don't know, like things that we break. Like, I don't know, we are jumping in a party and we want to throw the chairs away. It's like part of our feeling of happiness.
I'm going to bring a helmet next time I go to an Argentinian party.
And also we are very physical. We love to hug, we give kisses when we say hello, you know, between men, between women. When we are dancing, we like to touch each other, you know. I think that's very different from Chinese culture, and I think that's also something that is very Argentinian.
Thank you so much for your time. I know you're extremely busy and
No,
probably a little
they all
jet-lagged
work.
as well.
I just say, do this, do that.
I really appreciate your time. Really, really appreciate it. And I want us to scream Frezza Bruta together. Me, ready? 3, 2, 1. Frezza Bruta!